lights out.
You know, sometimes, Greg, you have those nights where the basket just looks twice as large as it is. Grand Canyon size. It might be one of those nights for him.
Williams is out there with Green. Then it's Harden. Then there's Chalmers. And it's Laverne in at the 5. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Here's Laverne. Green, the screen. To the inside. Stolen by Winslow. Here's Primetime. Defended by Chalmers. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Chalmers. Green kicks to Harden. Here's Laverne. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 4 assists now tonight. Miami's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Here's Primetime. Defended by Chalmers. Passes it to Primetime. He dishes it to Bosch. And again, Miami with a triple.
That's 2 straight quick 3-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
Chalmers passes to Green. Green, the screen. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Chalmers has got the game tied up here for Houston. Here's Primetime. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Rockets shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Now, here's Chalmers. Defense right on him. Here's Harden on the wing. And Whiteside sends it back. Here's Primetime. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And let's bring up a list of some of the NBA's hottest players. Among shooting guards, these are the leading scorers over the course of the last month. James Harden is second.
And this is the cream of the crop at the 2-guard spot. I mean, strictly in terms of their scoring ability and the ease with which they can overwhelm would-be defenders.
And that's exactly what they do, overwhelm you. This is an aggressive attacking group. Each one of these guys is a one-man wrecking crew offensively.
The Heat making a switch here. Howard's checked in.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
And the basket by Johnson.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Now, here's Wade. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Kilpatrick passes to Johnson. No good with the elbow jumper.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
The shot's good from Primetime.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the 3-point shot at that end.
3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
Winslow, the pass to Primetime. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And now a 5-point Heat lead. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Johnson, a wide open look, but they'll get another chance.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
And the Rockets making a change here as Anya's checked in. There's 14 seconds left in the third. Here is Harden. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. Lets the three fly. No good. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Miami ahead. They're up by 7. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off a good outing against the Trailblazers.
Whoa! Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clark, he's going to start putting. On a show now.
And that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Here is Harden. Following the score by Miami. Shot clock at 6. Laverne. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. The Heat leading by 7. Down it goes, jamming that one home.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Miami's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Here's prime time. Again, the Heat good for 2.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Now, here's Chalmers. D right on him.
And what a game for Chalmers. He's got 10 points and the 2 nice steals as well. He's had great awareness out there, exploiting those passing lanes and coming up with steals.
And Clark, it's as if he's been a step ahead of everyone else out there today.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Miami.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
And the Rockets making a change here. Capella's checked in. And then for Miami, Chris Bosh has checked in for Howard. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Jeremy Lin. And so Chalmers nails both of them. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Here's prime time. Bosh, a screen on Chalmers. Prime time, the pass to Bosh. Hits the front of the rim and out.
High quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And Greg, that has him S-H-H-E, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Clark. Whiteside, the pass to prime time. Back to Whiteside. 4 on the clock. Miami needs to get a shot off. They get the rebound. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line.
At the line for the Rockets, Hassan Whiteside. 2 shots.
Free throw, good. Whiteside.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Rockets trail by 11. Harden outside. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And that one's good.
Tell you what, fellas, he is fun to watch when he's working like that and getting to the hoop.
Now, here's Wade. Pass to Primetime. Whiteside, a screen on Chalmers. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Free throw, good, Whiteside. Now Chalmers.
Timeout.
Rockets call timeout.
You're horrible, Houston.
We got to be more physical.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Gentlemen, Byron Scott had some advice for his team in that last time out. Guys, I know we've been battling. You may feel a little bit gassed, but we got to dig deep right now and find a way. Take a deep breath and let's get it done. Kevin?
Now here's Harden. Green up on top. Poked loose. Stolen by Bosch. And it's Wade penetrating. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it. He made it look easy that time.
That's good from Wade. Harden with it. And he slams it one-handed, putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
I'll tell you what, Mama always said, if you got it, flaunt it.
Let it fly. Let it fly.
Mama said that, huh? Knocks it down, and the bucket from Primetime.
That kind of power move has become a trademark of his.
Harden outside. To the paint. Here's Chalmers. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 6 assists now in the game.
You know, it's a plus to get good looks in the paint. And when you can get them, you got to score them.
Here's Primetime. Bosch, a screen on Chalmers. Primetime. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
It's Harden with...
And everybody out of the way. I mean, clear the lane. We've got some rims to rattle.
What a sensational play to get to the rack for the slam.
Strong interior move. Aggressive, assertive, and effective.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
Here's Whiteside. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
Shot's good by Laverne.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Here's Primetime. He feeds it to Winslow. Inside. Whiteside, the pass to Primetime. Pocket 6, and it's Bosch in the corner. There's Winslow. Basket is good. The assist from Bosch. And the Heat lead by 12.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Miami.
You're right, Steve, and they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, Clark, for them throughout this game.
No opportunity really to coast, although the score may appear that they did. I love the way they came together whenever things started to look bleak.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game one has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for prime time. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road.
Lucky win.
It was all skill, baby.
Well, of course it was. What was I thinking? Good seeing you, freak.
All right, you too. Take care.
Yeah, say hello to the family for me.
All right, I will.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had just an outstanding fourth-quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game. And Kenny, you had some words earlier while the game was going on. What do you think?
He accounted for more than half of their points. An amazing output. When there was a bucket they absolutely had to have, he was the guy they went to. Now that's an awful lot for one player, but he did not let them down.
It's all about the production. I mean, nothing really fazed this guy tonight. He was the primary option. They needed a bucket. He delivered. He didn't have any problem scoring. They never really had a way to slow him down. Come on.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin.
A hundred times I needed that.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Miami Heat as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers at Quicken Loans Arena. Cleveland comes into this one after the win against the Pelicans in New Orleans. They lost Game 1 in this matchup earlier this season. They'll see them 4 times in all, looking to even the series with a win tonight. And All-Star Weekend approaching, always a big stage, but how desirable is it today for players to be in a big market? Kenny, do you think that aspect is as important as it used to be?
No. When Miami Heat won the NBA championship, small market team, they're about 29th market. San Antonio Spurs win the NBA champion, small market team, below 30 in terms of U.S. cities. So no, you just have to have guys want to be on good teams, great teams. That's more memorable than being in a place that has late night dining.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Kenny, but the big markets still have an attraction. Bright lights and that star power can help boost your profile and earning potential as a player.
How about Kevin Durant, OKC?
But no question.
Yeah, I mean,
they've been to the NBA
example.
Finals. No question. Another example. It doesn't hurt, man. If you have a great team, people know who you are.
Late night dining, huh? That's the barometer of big city.
Yeah, late night dining. Say, hey, go to Sacramento. See what time you can get.
We got NBA basketball in store for you here at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. It's the home of the Cavs, live on 2K Sports. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. You look at Miami. They put together game after game, winning 5 games in a row. Fantastic stretch.
And you know, Kevin, they look like they're having fun out there, a real party. I mean, I love what I'm seeing from them in terms of their chemistry. But playing well and winning games will do it for you. That goes hand in hand. Good chemistry, wins, and fun.
Yeah, and they've got it all right now. The communication and cooperation out on the floor. And winning games, when you are winning games, you should be having fun. And you can see that in the looks on their faces.
So here's Miami's starting group. The big men are Bosh and Whiteside. Primetime is out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's Winslow in at the 3.
When you can make adjustments to the shot in midair and midstream and still knock it down, you know you're flowing.
Here's Primetime. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. And it's Bosh in the corner.
Ooh, yes.
Nice open look, but it's no good.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
Smith's shot is good. Smith's got his first points of the game.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, he's got to do a better job of fighting over and through that. Well, they gave him some room, and he just stepped back and nailed the wide-open jumper.
Nobody near Irving. And the 3 off target. So the Heat, their last game, a win against Houston.
And how about the accuracy that was on display from three-point range in that game? They were lethal.
Yeah, splashing those threes as they did really allowed them to continuously deflate that crowd and keep them at bay. Boy, that was a nice road win for them, no doubt.
Heat have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. High arcing shot, and it's laid up and in on a nice move. That time from Primetime. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Outside Irving. Love inside. He's covered by Bosh. Outside Irving. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Miami with the ball. Last time they met was in Miami.
And it says a lot about you that even when you're not at your best, they definitely were still in that game and able to win comfortably.
Greg, they were better than the box score might indicate because they were solid in execution, more so than the stats would show.
And here's Love, following the three-pointer by Freak. The kick out to Irving. To stop the run, and he sinks the layup. Irving's got his third bucket of the night.
It's been a very efficient first quarter for him. He's creating good opportunities and converting those that he creates.
Bosch trying to free himself up, and he gets the bucket. And 11 points for Freak.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. And it's blocked by Whiteside. Irving can't hit.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
No good from Primetime.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Irving kicks to Love. He dishes it to Muhammad. Just 5 to shoot. That's a 2 from Smith. And it's Miami with the rebound. Here's Primetime. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against the Rockets in Houston. And it's Wade in the corner. To the paint. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. And a brief look now at who's leading the league in the rebound department. Third is Kevin Love.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
Timeout call for the Heat.
Start it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier Girls.
A moment now to see the stats for Wade. How his last 10 games are. 10 games, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. Solid numbers, the kind of production we expect. And frankly, I think he's got another level to take it to.
Yeah, he definitely has the skill set to put up even bigger numbers. It wouldn't be a surprise to see that in the coming days.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Joe Ingles, who's checked in for Shabazz Muhammad. Early comes in for Smith. And Barea subbed in for Irving. Here is Barea, following the basket by Freak. Barea kicks to Love. The feed to Barea. From downtown. Got a hand on it. But they get it back. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Holmes. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Barea kicks to Early. Left side, Love. To the left side wing. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. They need this one. No good. And Miami the other way now. And that one's good.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys. But if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Kicks it to Early. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup. So I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And so Howard nails both of them. And here's Barea. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively. through the first.
Very crisp and sharp, not much stagnation at all on offense.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Then there's Shabazz Muhammad. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Ingles in at the power forward. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Rockets got the job done. He finished with 36 points, and he was just about on target from everywhere, hitting from deep as well as sinking his free throws. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Boy, even if he came close to matching it, that would be really impressive. But I tell you, that's asking an awful lot of one guy.
Here's Primetime. He's got 13, and it's Bosch in the corner. Pass to Primetime from deep. And again, it's the Heat missing.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
They recover it. Love with another miss. The Heat leading by 4. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Pass to Primetime. With a step back. They get it back. Howard. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And Kevin, plays like that really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. That's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Primetime, covered by Irving. No good from Primetime.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Down low, here's Ingles. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Now just a 2-point Miami lead.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Boy, he shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for that tough board, and his length doesn't hurt either.
And the foul called on Freak. Williams is checked in for Joe Ingles. And then for Miami, Whiteside comes in for Dwight Howard. And Winslow subbed in for Thompson. Williams against Wade. Love can't hit. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Out left to the wing. Here's Primetime. He's guarded by Williams. Wade passes to Primetime. Good on the triple. Primetime's got 16 points. The Cavaliers trail by 5. To the inside. Wide open. That misses off the backboard. The Heat have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Whiteside, high post. Winslow, wide open. He fires. And again, Miami with the triple.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
That's 2 in a row, and we call that a streak.
Love with the screen for Williams. To the middle. Boliner. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Kevin Love.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior. And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Here's Williams. The Heat getting the bucket. 4 on the shot clock. Irving's shot is good.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top.
Everything they put up this month. Number one, the Heat.
Yeah, Kevin, it's been a long month for anybody who plays these guys. I mean, they've been shooting the lights out, and it's been game after game after game.
Hill, he's checked in for the Heat. Jeremy Lin comes in for Dwayne Wade. Hill has the open look. Cans it from downtown. Hill's got the lead up to 8 now for Miami. The Cavaliers have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Outside Williams, down low. Here's Barea, lays it up and banks it in.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint. Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Love outside. He kicks it to Barea. The pass to Early. The shot will not go. And Miami the other way now. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Winslow, and again, Miami with the triple.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Now here's Williams. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to Steele. From 13, no good. Hill with some nice D. Miami leading by 11. Passes it to Primetime. From deep. And again, Miami with the triple.
And 2 more 3-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
Barea kicks to Love. They need this. No good. And we finished one half of basketball.
Guys, I'm here with Kevin.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. The big men are Bosch and Whiteside. D-Wade out there with Primetime, and it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. Here's Primetime. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Good work defensively by Smith.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
At the elbow, Irving. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Here's Primetime. He's got 21. Lets it fly from 18. Wade kicks to Winslow. Drains it from beyond the arc. Winslow's got 11 points.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Winslow. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. And so here is Miami. The Cavaliers making the shot.
Move the ball.
Feeds the Bosch. Takes it off the glass. Bosch has got his second bucket of the night.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Irving attacking. Count that one.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Here's prime time. With his average of more than 32 points a game, he's giving opponents nightmares with his firepower. Heat moving the ball around. Wade dishes to Bosch. Puts up the baby hook. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 4 assists now tonight. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. They set the pick. Outside Irving. To the middle. And it's sent back by Howard.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Excellent game we've seen from Kyrie Irving. 18 points, and he's hit the mark twice from 3-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Ingles is checked in. The Heat leading by 13. Here's Primetime. He's got 21. Howard, the pass to Primetime. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still...
6 seconds left in the third. From deep 3-point range, the shot misses. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Heat out front, up by 12. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the... Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Miami's gone 7 of 15 from 3-point range tonight.
Oh, my goodness. He's just getting nasty on them now. Wow.
Yeah, now that they've built up a lead, this is when he really breaks out those incredibly slick moves.
Man, like a Ginsu knife, just slicing and dicing.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
It's hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Here's Early. Dishes to Love. Inside. And it's Wade with the rebound. The Heat leading by 12. Outside Bosch. No good from outside. Cavaliers shooting 43% from the floor. Pass to Smith. Right side Irving. Bosch grabs the miss. Bosch has got his 4th rebound in this one.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Here's Primetime.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Shot clock at 5. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Kyrie Irving. That one goes. Count it. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Let's get the ball inside.
Here's Primetime. Launches a 3. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And I wouldn't put it past them guys to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
Here's Ingles. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Ingles has got it back down to within single digits for the Cavs.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Here's Primetime. Whiteside kicks to Winslow, and there's the pass to Primetime. Shot to stop the drought, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Complete domination. What a game for Primetime. He's got 21 points, and he's sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
This is really production personified from long range.
Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Whiteside. Both free throws good from Primetime.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Smith kicks to Irving. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And Winslow pulls it down.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Muhammad with it, now defended by Primetime, and he gets the bucket. 26 points for Kyrie Irving.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Primetime. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Irving for 3. That falls. Big assist by Love. Love's got 3 assists now in this one.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Smith kicks to Muhammad. The 9-foot shot. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. That's on Dwight Howard.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Let's tighten up our pressure on the perimeter and make those.
The Heat with the lead.
We're going to give up the drive. We have to rotate on the weak side.
Here's Primetime. From deep. The long distance 3 is buried. Primetime's got 5 points in the quarter.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. We can't let up now. If we stay and make a few plays, we'll be right back in it. His message was clear. Stay the course, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks. No good from Irving. The Heat leading by 4.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Here's Primetime. And again, Miami with the triple.
He is on fire from behind the arc.
Yeah, it seems like all of his points are coming from deep, Greg.
Cuts off the pass. Jumps up. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness. That was almost a circus-like dunk.
And that one's good, Irving.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect we will continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes him change plans.
No good from Primetime.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Got it.
To the inside. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And how's that for some ups coming from that one?
Well, he is a rarity among NBA point guards in his ability to elevate.
Yeah, his athletic ability, guys, is really what takes him a notch above most players at his position.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Irving for three. And it's Miami with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Prime time, the pass to Wade. Bosch, the screen. To the paint. Up off the screen.
Assist goes to
The basket good off the assist from Wade.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
Here's prime time, and he goes in for the dunk.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quieter.
And there's not a whole lot for them to be cheering about anymore. I mean, their guys got it handed to them.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Irving for three. And it's D. Wade with the rebound.
You got it.
Here's prime time. The shot, no good. Wade dishes to Winslow. And again, it goes in for him. Good shot from prime time. Prime time's got 39. Irving for three, and that is good. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll do it, folks.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our freak. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him. And down the stretch. And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Nigga Kyrie had 38 points. I had 39 though. Whoop. 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 This nigga Kyrie had 38 points. That was a good game.
You the one that I want in my life, yeah. You the one that I want every night, yeah. You the one that I want on my side, yeah. Promise for you I'll